New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Good morning, and welcome to Morning Prayer with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. I am so grateful to be here with you. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. And we are here for one reason and one reason only, and that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we want to make sure that you know that we know. For instance, there is no such thing as a silly prayer. Nothing ever was, ever could be too big or too small to pray about. And right on the heels of that comes, there's a really good chance, in fact, I'd call it a high probability, that you're going to have a prayer request that doesn't come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not to worry, we got you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's available 24/7, 365. And the whole reason it exists is so that whenever that prayer request pops into your head or your heart, you can shoot us an email and let it go because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of all of the people who find our website, ntmedia.org. They locate that lovely little donate button and they click on it. And that gives us the power to extend the reach of New Thought, to expand our offerings literally across the globe. And we are so very grateful for your generosity, not just your financial generosity, that's important, but what's really, really important is your love and your prayers. And we return that love at least 110%. So what we offer here at New Thought Media are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we don't beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works. We understand that there is, in fact, only one reason for prayer, and that is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. So not only do we pray affirmative prayers, but we pray them in the first person, so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart. Hear these prayers as though they were rising up in your own consciousness. And then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So we're going to start, as we always do, with a reading. This one is from Ernest Holmes' First Daily Reader, 365 Science of Mind. And this is the reading from March 11th. And it is unusual because the title is not an affirmation. Well, I guess you could make it, you could treat it as an affirmation, but it's a single word. And the word is omnipresence. Here we go. The universe is a spiritual system of complete consciousness, entire wholeness, the sum total of which is present everywhere. We are both scientifically and inspirationally, spiritually and philosophically in accord with the great intuitions, the spiritual revelations of all the ages that have always announced that God is over all, in all, through all, and is all. There is not God and something else. There is only God, and God is in everything, constituting the only reality to anything that is, proclaiming itself as all things. Therefore, God knows things only as itself. There is an intelligence in everything, from the smallest atom to whatever we think of as big. And that intelligence must, of necessity, respond to us intelligently. Then automatically we will have to assume that it can only respond to us at the level of our belief in, knowledge of, feeling about, acceptance and embodiment of, and identification with it, with God, with Spirit, with the universe. In other words, God is all there is. But to each of us individually, the God that is all there is must be the God we believe in. Since there is but one life present everywhere, I must be in that life and of it. And it must flow through me. It must be what I am. Therefore, I accept this omnipresence as something real, definite, and immediate. At the very center of my own being, I realize the divine. At the center of my own consciousness, I recognize a transcendent principle forever animating, sustaining, vitalizing, recreating, guiding, directing, and inspiring. There is within me that which knows what to do and impels me to act in accord with its perfect law and order and its complete peace. This I accept. And even as I affirm it, I know that this omnipresence is alive and awake and aware within me. Isn't that wonderful? So let's take it into prayer. I'm going to invite you to just relax and let your chair support you. And let all of your attention be focused on hearing the words, on feeling the power of the words, on experiencing the love that resonates in the words. Here we go. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. If it's not, don't worry, it doesn't matter. There is only one presence, one power, one life, one mind in the entire universe, and it is God. It is all good. It is omnipotent. It is omniscient. It is omnipresent. God is all there is, and God is in all and through all. So I am completely immersed in God. I am one within of God. All that God is, I am. And the mind of God is my mind now. Its wisdom informs my every decision and is the filter through which I view every event, past or present. The love and compassion that God is my life. The love and compassion that God is my love, and it is my compassion. It flows through me in a constant flow that infuses my every thought and action. I see my childhood memories as the blessings that they are, because they show me how I came to be who I am now, and they allow me to release false beliefs and replace them with truth. I am grateful to be able to review, understand, and release with blessings any painful memories, knowing they are without power to harm or limit me. And I am grateful beyond words to be able to replace them with truth with a capital T. The truth that God is what I am, and God is all I am. And knowing the law is unfailing and immutable, I release this word now to its sure and certain fulfillment, knowing that it is already done. So it is, so I celebrate, so I let it be. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope that this has been the perfect way to start your Thursday, and that it'll be the beginning of a great weekend. I also hope you'll come back again and again and again, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have almost 40 hours of programming every week. And let me show you something else here. I'll put the schedule up for you. We have on Sundays 6 centers that live stream their services to New Thought Media, and 4 other centers that record it and broadcast it later because somebody else is already live streaming with their recording. I love that there's not enough of us to go around. We have programs for everyone. We have music. We have classes. We have lectures and discussions and interviews. We have comedy. We have, this is my favorite, and now the good news, which you will never find on NBC, ABC, CBS, or Fox. And if by some quirk you have looked at our schedule and you can't find something you think ought to be there, We got that covered too, because we have another email address. It is info@ntmedia.org. And this one, again, available 24/7, 365, is exclusively for you to send us ideas. Because here's the thing. You're thinking, I know you are because I was thinking it too. What if 6 other people already gave him this idea? And the answer is do it anyway, because we would much prefer to have 7 people give us the same idea than to have that idea floating around in the universe and we don't get it. So if you have an idea, send it to us. You never know what'll happen. And on Tuesdays, if you're not, well, wait, there's one other thing I want to say. Right after this broadcast, there's another broadcast that is the very best way to start your day. It's called The Morning Sip with Reverend Melissa. And she is just a pip. She is brilliant. She is spiritual. She is funny. She is so alive, you can't possibly not feel fabulous after spending some time with her. So give it a shot. And then on Tuesdays, if you don't have anything to do at lunchtime, I have a program. It's called Global Focus Today. Ta-da, there it is. And it is an interview program where I interview focus ministers from across the New Thought movement. Now, focus ministers, as you might surmise, are ministers who don't have a brick and mortar church or a congregation. Instead, we have a special focus to our ministry, which is where the name comes from. And yep, I said we an hour because I'm a focus minister. And the reason there are focus ministers is because spirituality is like everything else in the universe. It is constantly evolving. And that means that there are as many different spiritual paths on this planet as there are people. And we want, as clergy, to be able to support the spiritual growth no matter what the path is. And hence come focus ministers. I have ministers who only work with children. I have ministers who only work with animals. I have a minister who only does memorial services. That's it. Doesn't do anything else, just memorial services. I have ministers who do comedy that makes you laugh until tears roll down your face and then say, I hadn't thought of it quite that way before. I have ministers whose ministry is music, and their ministry, you got to hold on to your chair. So, I mean, their music, you got to hold on to your chair so you don't float away. And then when you get done not floating away, you go, I hadn't thought of it quite that way before. They make you think. And the most wonderful thing for me about New Thought, Global Focus Today is that I have never failed to learn something from one of my guests. Even the ones who've been back more than once, they always have learned something since the last time they were there. They know that I think a day when I don't learn anything is a wasted day, so they bring it to me. And so Tuesdays are always good days for me. So I hope that means A, you might learn something, B, you will be entertained, and C, you might care to join us. I hope so. And in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.